Yo, what is up, bros? Welcome to this YouTube video. This is the Bros and I am Brora. So today we're back with a new game called the Kerbal Space Program. So if you don't know what that is, it's just basically like a NASA simulator where we build rockets, build satellites, build stuff, and then launch into space. So which is also one of our missions today, because I am going to try to launch a satellite, a relatively simple satellite, to Duna's orbit, aka the Mars in the Kerbal system. So this satellite contains 3 dishes, one relay that's on the top of the science experiment junior, I think that's what it's called, and 2 direct dishes that's on the 2 arms of the satellite, which you can deploy later, but right now it's just a relatively thin, small satellite, like a parachute. So yeah, and this rocket contains 4 stages. The final stage, which is the satellite stage, and the 3rd stage is contains a bunch of baguette fuel tank. It's literally called baguette fuel tank, and one, I think 400, is it? Yeah, I think it's a 400 fuel tank that has a Terror engine at the end of it. Terror engine is very good for launching in vacuum because of its design, and yeah, that's basically what's about the Terror engine. And the main stage contains a cellular engine and a relay engine with some sparket stagings on it, so to achieve the maximum fuel efficiency. And right now you can see that the whole rocket has finished building, and I'm just checking the stage, which I made a little mistake, and I'm not gonna say it right now, but you'll see it later when it is in launch, because yeah, it was a pretty big mistake and made the mission a little bit imperfect. So yeah, that's basically all about the rocket. The rocket itself is 164 tons, but I do remember the whole with both engine, it can carry around 200 tons of materials with it. So yeah, it's a relatively light rocket for its carrying capacity. And the whole rocket contains 6,060 meters per second of delta V. It says it for a Duna mission, but we're not in a perfect Duna window, so yeah, I would say this mission is not very fuel efficient, but it did what is required. Yeah, and you can see that I just deployed the first stage of the sparket staging right on top of the KSC. Not the best idea, but I did remember that nothing got damaged, so yeah, it's alright. And later, in like 5 seconds, you'll see the big move I made during the staging process, which is right now. Yes, I staged the fairings and the relay engines at the same stage, which made that the satellite was exposed in the atmosphere of Kerbal while speeding up. So I remember 2 of the solar panels got overheated and was broken. So yeah, that was a big move. I thought that when it is the time to deploy the relay engine, we should be in space, but turns out I was wrong and did a little oof. Right now I'm just achieved a relatively high orbit. I think the top is like 18,000 meters up of the out of Kerbal. So yeah, not a big of a deal, since we're going to Duna. We want a pretty high orbit at first, and right now I'm just doing a circular orbiting burn to just make the rocket in orbit, and right now planning out the maneuver nodes to get to Duna. And you can see the Duna is the big red, yeah, that one, the big red planet that's outside, that's a bit further away from the sun than Kerbal. It's a okay transfer window. Not the best transfer window because it's not 45 degrees, but it's sufficient enough that I can use the amount of delta V I have on this rocket to get to Duna. So yeah, I'm just planning out the maneuver nodes to get to Duna. And the other big move I made is that I thought the relay dishes and the direct connect dishes on the satellite would be strong enough to reach KSC while it's close to Duna. Well, it turns out it's not strong enough. It's like it lost connection when half of its journey. So the rest is just reliant on the maneuver nodes I'm making right now. Luckily, I didn't even know that could happen, so I was just making maneuver nodes because I want to know if it is possible to make to Duna's orbit right now. So yeah, that was also a pretty big move. This is actually the first time I put something into Duna. So yeah, and right now you can see that I was deploying all the solar panels and found out that 2 of them is broken because of the overheating during the initial launch. Yeah, not very perfect. This is not a perfect launch. Yeah, I was just too lazy to make another one. So yeah, I know. Just don't judge me. Yeah, shut up. I can't hear it in the comments. So yeah, we're making the burn right now to make to try to achieve a Duna encounter, and it was a bit off, so I set the thruster limit to 0.2 so I can get it to relatively close. And I forgot to change the thrusters limit back to 100, which causes a little problem when it is out of when the satellite is out of contact with Kerbal Space Center later, because you can't change, well, at least with the probe I have on the satellite, I cannot change the thruster limit without a communication to Kerbal Space Center. And right now it seems everything's perfect. I'm just waiting for the next maneuver node, which I believe is on the half, like on the half of the total journey. I think so. Wait, is it? No, it's not. I just time travel to that place so I can get some science right now. Some science that I can recycle, which is not the science junior nor the mystery goo container. So I was planning to keep it to Duna, but as you know, if once we lost the communication, we can't transfer any data to Kerbal Space Center. So yeah, I made a lot of moves in this mission, but I mean the contract is finished. I got money, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. And right now, I'm just on the journey to Duna. Oh yeah, also because the burn wasn't perfect, so the old maneuver nodes I made did not work out, so I'm making another one right now. I was really lucky that I made the maneuver nodes right now, because if I didn't, I cannot add any maneuver nodes right now. Add any maneuver nodes once I was at the Duna encounter, since I lost the communication with KSC. So yeah, that was pretty sketchy. Yeah, and right now I'm just doing some fine tuning to make it. It was pretty perfect relative to the target orbit, which is one of the missions I want to make. Another mission is to transfer data, which to record science on near Duna, and I did that. But oh yeah, right now you can see on the top left, yeah, top left, we already lost communication with Kerbal Space Center. So I was pretty scared at first and thought, oh my god, this mission probably is gonna be fit over by now, because I can't do anything with the satellite right now. So I was checking the mission and see how close was I to the completion of the mission, and I was just quick saving and all the stuff. I was pretty frustrated. I thought everything's gone, but I tested that, oh, the engine still works, but I can't change the thrust limit, so I guess that works. So I'm just going to burn the engines for 4 minutes. It will be like a couple of seconds if I turn the main engine, the cellular engine, to full, but 0.2 was really frustrating. I was really long wait, but I mean worth it at the end. I quick load, reload my quick save because I want to get it perfect, because I wasted some time trying to adjust the what is it called, the thruster limit, which made it so that I can't finish the burn in time. But right now I'm just making the burn, and now it's pretty good. Everything's okay now. Oh, if you don't include the thing that we don't have any communication with Kerbal Space Center. Now, this is the first time I get to Duna. I send anything to Duna, so I have no idea what do I need for Duna. So our first stage is finally gone, so we can burn on a slightly better engine, the Terran engine, comparing to the Reliant engine on a 0.2 thruster limit. And yeah, we're just completing the burn, and we still have a minute left. Yeah, it's relatively quick for you guys, but it was really frustrating for me when I was playing the game. There's not much right now. Just waiting the burn to be finished, and here we are, almost. Yeah. Oh yeah, I also realized that I can't delete any or change nor delete any maneuver nodes, which means that I need to use the maneuver nodes I made during the journey. I cannot make any fine adjustments when I was close, when I'm here at Duna. So yeah, that was the thing. But good news, I can collect science, which I can transfer to Kerbal Space Center. But that's a good thing, right? So yeah, you can see the big red planet just right next to us, which is the Duna. We're not gonna land on Duna. This is just a simple satellite mission that took me too much time to figure out because I'm such a noob at Kerbal Space Program. But yeah, it's a oof. This mission's a oof, period. And we're at our next maneuver node and doing the burn relatively right now, and it was pretty close. We only have a 0.1 meters per second difference to the actual target we want our satellite to be at that point. And the next burn is right now, right? Yep, it is. So now I found out that the mission still doesn't count as a complete. The mission still wasn't completed because I was still a little bit off of the targeted orbit. So I decided, well, I mean, I don't necessarily need maneuver nodes to do any burns, so I just should be now. Yeah, I pointed the satellite to prograde and burn prograde at the apple axis, so I can raise my parent axis to the targeted orbit, which is now, no, later. Yeah, now. And yep, you can see that the purple ring is gone, which means that the satellite's orbit has collided, or at least in the range of our targeted orbit. So yep, everything is done and our mission is finished, and it's the final look of the satellite.